Hi again. My name is Lori Belair, and I am with Keller Williams Realty Las Vegas. I wanted to thank you again for stopping by my video series on how to get your home sold. Today's topic is effectively showing your home and qualifying buyers. So, when you have a potential buyer in your home, there are some very good things to know so that you don't turn them off. First off, for a few good reasons, it's a really great idea to get them to sign in on some sort of sign-in sheet. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Now, when it comes to walking through the home, let there be light. Open the blinds, open the windows, open the shutters. Make sure you have as much light as possible in the home. That's one of the number one things you need to remember when you're doing a home showing. So it's always a good idea also to consider removing almost everybody from the home except maybe yourself. Send everyone else out for a walk, a drive, go get ice cream, something. Why? Because I've learned from experience that people feel a little awkward when they walk into a bedroom and there's children in there. They feel a little awkward when there are other people in the home that they're trying to imagine as their very own home. They want to look at it as their home with their belongings, their furniture, their decorating. And if someone else is in there, it makes it difficult to do that. So, the next thing you want to remember is don't shadow them too closely. Be nearby so they can ask you questions, but don't follow them very closely because, again, they want to be able to imagine themselves living in the home themselves. You don't want to make them feel like you are shadowing them, that you don't trust them, unless you don't. That may be a case. But anyway, you don't want to make them feel that way. So, and if you also have some features that you want to point out, great. Point out the features. Don't point out the ones that are obvious that they can see. You've got a gas stovetop, right. Your refrigerator has a water dispenser, right. We see that. It's got a built-in microwave, yep, we know that. Tell them about things that they may not know, like there's a water softener system, or that you have a tankless water heater, or perhaps that you have a central vacuum cleaner. That's a really important thing that people may not know what that looks like, but it is definitely a selling feature. So you want to make sure you don't point out the obvious things, but be ready to answer any questions they may ask. So the next thing you want to know is that it's never a good idea to negotiate on the spot. If the buyer says, well, will you take such and such? Tell them, put in an offer and let's see what the offer looks like, and then we can negotiate from there. I'd love to get an offer from you, but you don't want to negotiate verbally on the spot. So when you're having these buyer conversations, perhaps even before you invite the buyer into your home, you may want to think about qualifying the buyer. That may be at the time when they call you to set up an appointment to come see your home, or maybe they're calling you to find out some information before you invite them in the house. Here are the questions that you're going to want to ask them and why you want to ask them. The number one reason you want to ask them these questions is you want to ensure they have the ability to perform. They are going to qualify for your home. So I would ask these 5 questions. Number 1, how long have you been looking at homes? Number 2, how soon do you want to be moved into your new home? Number 3, do you have to sell the home you're in right now first before you can buy another home? Number 4, just out of curiosity, what lender have you been speaking with? Number 5, is our home within the range that the lender has given you and said that you qualify for? If the first 3 questions are vague and unclear, it's possible that the last 2 are irrelevant because maybe they're not really serious buyers. And if you ask them question number 4 and they say that they haven't even spoken with a lender yet, you might want to just change the subject and not invest too much time in these buyers because they're not really serious. The next topic I want to discuss is that sign-in sheet. It's very important to have a sign-in sheet for your own protection for all of your showings. What you're going to want to do is have them sign in and give a name, an email, a phone number, something so that they can be reached. The reason is it will eliminate or cut down the chances that you are going to have any kind of potential theft situation happening. When someone's signed in, they feel like you can come back and find them, obviously. So signing in is going to be able to help you with that. And if you're not sure exactly how to ask them about the sign-in sheet, this is how I would present it. Please sign in the event that I list with an agent, or if we have price reductions, or if I change the options that I'm providing as a seller. I'd like to be able to notify you to see if you change your mind about what the house is worth and if you want to put in an offer at that time. So please go ahead and sign in so I can contact you later. Lastly, I want to make sure that when you are showing your house, you are safe. You want to be careful about showing your house late at night or when you are not expecting to have anybody nearby, especially women, sometimes men. When you're home alone, you may want to consider who you're letting into your home. Is this someone that you would let into your home on a regular basis? If it's not, you may want to ask them to come back at a different time. When you're making an appointment, you may want to ask how many people are coming with you to see the property so that you're aware and so that you understand what the situation's going to be like. Trust your gut. You want to make sure that it feels right and that they have all the most honorable intentions. Asking those 5 questions will definitely weed out the people that may not be interested in buying a house. So make sure that whenever you have any questions about the buyer, trust your gut. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, that's it for today. I wanted to thank you again for looking at my video series. My name is Lori Belair, and you can always contact me at 702-237-0002. You can call me or text me at that number, or email me. I am Lori@skinnerteam.com. My name is spelled L-A-U-R-I-E. That's Lori Belair, Lori@skinnerteam.com. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next week.